Hey Virgo, it is Ashley. We're going to get into your reading for the last week of October. We're going to check your recent past, your present, and your near future. And we're going to see what's going on for you this last week of October. Now, this isn't going to resonate for every Virgo out there. If it doesn't, go ahead and check your other placements. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. See what messages might be coming through there for you. If it does resonate, please go ahead and hit the like and subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you know when the uploads are ready each week for your viewing pleasure. So let's see. Lots of retrogrades have come to an end here recently. We had Mercury, Jupiter, Pluto, and Saturn station direct, and we are finishing up that post-shadow period in Libra for Mercury. So here in the next couple of days, we're out of that shadow period and we're having our first new moon in Scorpio, which kicks off eclipse season. So the excitement's not over yet. So let's see what might be going on for you at this time. The Queen of Swords, the King of Wands, and the Nine of Swords, the Knight of Cups, the Three of Cups, and the Nine of Cups, the Sun, the Five of Pentacles, and the Moon. And at the bottom of the deck, we have the Four of Wands. So certainly could be some sort of celebration coming in, or some sort of reunion that is attempting to happen with this Four of Wands. Could certainly also be some kind of manifestation that you've been working towards in recent history. So here's what I see happening. I do feel like you've kind of come to some clarity for yourself here, Virgo, about someone perhaps being your happiness, your love interest. It may have even been something you tried to hide from yourself in the past. Like perhaps it's a past relationship that didn't work out and you didn't on some level want to admit that you still had feelings. Or this could be somebody in your friend zone, your workplace, that you didn't want to have feelings for, but you did, right? So it's some kind of situation where you've kind of come to this realization that the feelings are there and you do see a happy future with this person. And I think what happens is I think you come out of your shell and you admit these feelings. Perhaps to a fire sign, a Leo, perhaps even a Cancer here. But I don't know that they accept your offer. Perhaps you even ask them out on a date, and I don't know that that works out for you. And I feel like initially that shows up as some disappointment for sure, some feelings of rejection. But I do see some spark of good coming in here in the future. So we're going to get some more cards and see what that might be about. Now, in the past, recent past, we have the Sweat Lodge. And what this really talks about is kind of getting really grounded in Mother Earth and allowing some of those shadow sides of ourselves to sort of seep up and out of our skin like sweat. It's not always a super comfortable experience. I would say most of the time it's not. But upon releasing that, you know, it's some kind of burden gets released, right? With this Queen of Swords, the Knight of Cups, and the Sun, I feel like perhaps you've you know, kind of discovered that you had some feelings for someone, or someone discovered that they had feelings about you. So we're going to find out which way that goes. But certainly take it as it resonates. But somebody is playing on your heartstrings with this Knight of Cups. So let's get some more detail here and figure out what might be going on. With the Queen of Swords, we get the Nine of Swords and the Ten of Cups. The Knight of Cups, we have the Four of Cups and the Knight of Cups. And with the Sun, we have the Two of Pentacles and the Lovers. So yes, I do feel like in some way you've kind of discovered that you feel like this is your dream come true person, right? Or at this time, that's how you feel. And I feel like for some of you have discovered this. You've come into this clarity, and you're not super happy about this. I mean, we were talking about shadow and how it can be kind of an uncomfortable situation. So that could very well be how it's showing up for you. You can see this Queen of Swords has her little telescope out. She's looking right at this King of Wands. And then we have this love offer. And I do feel like this is probably you making this offer to this person. Now, a couple of things. Take what resonates. I do feel like for some of you, this is someone from your past. And I say that because of this Ten of Cups with the Nine of Swords. You know, it could very well be someone that is your happiness, or someone that has been in the past and you're worried about it being over. For others, this could be a new person, someone you work with, like I said before, and could even be someone in your friend group that you've developed feelings for. And I think you're stressed about admitting this to them in the past. But I do think you open up and you say what you have to say. We have this Knight of Cups twice. But the Four of Cups here, you know, you're not sure if they're going to accept this offer. You're not sure if they're interested in you. And they may actually reject the offer, right? Now, as you make this offer, I do feel like this is a strong soul connection here, but I think this person is faced with a choice. So I think you've come forward and said, hey, I like you, or I love you, or I think you're my ultimate happiness. Do you want to be with me? And this person now has a decision to make. Now, we have the Lovers and the Two of Pentacles. The Lovers used to be called the Choice. And with the Two of Pentacles, this person's weighing up their options and deciding whether or not this is something that they want. Now, in the current position, we have blossoming. And what this card really talks about is kind of like opening up like a flower and blossoming, no matter how it looks. You know, we can kind of be afraid to come into the light with exactly how we feel or who we are and let it all show, because what if we're rejected? Or what if somebody doesn't like what color we are? Or, you know, whatever it may be. But it is the flower moon, and it's asking you to open up. It is a number 33, so it's a master number. And we do have, let's see, the 3 as your center card here. So it could be seeing quite a few synchronicities at this time as well. But I feel like you're being encouraged to just let it shine. and kind of open up and be the real you. Now we have the King of Wands, the Three of Cups, and the Five of Pentacles. Now, you may have come forward to this person, like I said, could be someone in your friend group. The Three of Cups could also be a celebration, like wanting to go on dates and go out and celebrate and have fun. But this Five of Pentacles here, I feel is what you're fearing, which is rejection. You know, it's interesting. She's actually got this flower inside this cage, and it's flipped upside down and kind of like wilting. So it's almost as if you opened up and showed your true self, you blossomed, and perhaps there's fear of rejection, or someone is rejecting this offer here. And it very well could be because you work together and they don't want to cross that line. We're going to find out what we can here. What's going on with this King of Wands? We have the Four of Swords and the Queen of Pentacles. With the Three of Cups, we have the Queen of Cups and the King of Pentacles. And with the Five of Pentacles, we have Justice and the Knight of Pentacles. So we have a King and Queen of Pentacles on the table here, so divine counterparts. We also had the Lovers here. Now, if you are dealing with a past person, you know how I was talking about this Queen of Swords deciding this is my happiness and I'm worried that it's coming to an end. It could very well be that this masculine has not been speaking with you. I do feel like this person has deep feelings, if that is the case. But I feel like you want reunion with this person, and this person perhaps is feeling or hiding their passion and ability to nurture this. They're kind of like holding themselves back for some reason. So I do feel like in this case you are trying to nurture this and kind of come back together with this person. Now, if this is not a past person for you, I do feel like you're definitely crushing hard on this person. It does feel like you want to perhaps offer your love to this person. It could very well be that the two of you are both married. I'm just going to throw that out there. That's not going to apply to everyone. And that this is more of a work crush or romance that's potentially brewing, and you're both actually committed elsewhere. But I feel like if that's the case, when you make this offer, this person's very slow to even consider the possibility of leaving their spouse. And I don't know that they're going to. So, quite a few stories coming through here. There's certainly a lot of people involved in this dynamic. We have the King and Queen of Swords, the Queen of Swords, the King of Wands, the Queen of Cups, and the King and Queen of Pentacles. There's a lot of parties going on here. For those of you that haven't yet communicated how you feel, I do feel like there is a fear that it will not come together or move forward, and perhaps you're already convincing yourself not to put your neck out there because there is a chance of rejection here. Could also be dealing with a Libra, Taurus, Pisces, Cancer, Capricorn, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, Leo. Lots of signs here. So it does feel like a lot of people involved in this dynamic. Let's see what's coming through in this future position. Now we do have the Dancer. And you can see she's got these kind of like black wings. She's got this black mask across her face. And she does appear to have some tears running down her face. She's dancing in the rain here. And what this talks about is that essentially not everything's going to work out all the time, right? But in the trying, we can either get really disappointed when something doesn't work, and we can go into like the spiral of depression and rejection and pain, or we can celebrate what we did learn. So for example, if you come forward here and you express your feelings towards someone and they reject you, you could feel really disappointed, and you probably will at first, but at the same time, you could decide to dance in the rain and celebrate the fact that you had the guts to even say something. And that's a win in itself, right? And so that's kind of what that card talks about, is even when there are disappointments, there's always something to celebrate. And to take advantage of that, even when something feels like a loss, like you didn't get what you wanted. The Nine of Swords, the Nine of Cups, and the Moon, it does feel like you're kind of stressed about perhaps missing out on this thing out of fear, with that Moon showing up. I also do feel like you have deep feelings for whoever this person is, so it could feel like a dream come true if they accept your offer. It could feel like a nightmare if they don't, right? And so I do feel like fears are kind of playing into this a little bit. So let's see what happens here. The Nine of Swords. We have the Ace of Wands. And the Star. The Nine of Cups. We have the Seven of Wands and the Page of Swords. And with the Moon, we have the Page of Pentacles and the Two of Cups. So definitely some communication happening here. I do feel like you go ahead and stand your ground for what you want and you speak up. That is what appears to be happening here. And I think that you recognize that the only way this might happen is if you do speak your truth by telling this person, even if it is scary, that you want this passionate beginning with them. Now, I don't see a reaction here from this person. So it's almost like you're being tested to do this anyway without knowing the end. And I think that this dancer that's dancing in the rain is almost coming through as some encouragement. Like, no matter what happens here, you have something to celebrate, right? And I think that the fear is that, what are people going to think? You know, maybe, like I said, there's all these people involved here. There could be a lot of people having an opinion about this dynamic, especially if the two of you do come together after you offer up this communication. But it does feel like a strong bond here with the Lovers and the King and Queen of Pentacles here, and then the Star. I think no matter what happens, you're going to heal from it not working out if it doesn't, right? And I think you'll have something to celebrate there anyway. But it's not really telling me how this person's going to react. It's just really talking about you maybe being afraid to come out and express yourself fully, fearing rejection, and just really kind of the uncertainty of not knowing how they'll react. And I do feel like for a lot of you, this is perhaps someone you do work with. And even this, looking at the bottom of the deck, the High Priestess comes up. Like, she's not letting me see what's coming in here. So I think it's almost like a test, you know? Can you come forward and open up no matter what the outcome is? And perhaps just by doing that, it gives you the confidence to fully be yourself, no matter how it's accepted by other people. So, looks like an adventure, Virgo. I'm rooting for you. And I hope to see you in the November readings. We are entering into eclipse season, so things are going to get a little crazy. Could have some seriously shocking changes coming in. So I will hopefully see you then. And until then, have a great Halloween, a great end of October. Bye.